A merge conflict happens when Git cannot automatically figure out how to combine changes from two different branches. This usually occurs when two developers have edited the same line of code, and Git doesn't know which version to keep. Conflicts often arise when developers work on the same files simultaneously in different branches. They can also happen if a long-running feature branch diverges too much from the main branch, or if one person edits a file while another person deletes it. When a conflict occurs, Git inserts special markers into the problematic file. The code between less than signs and equals signs is your code from your current branch. The code between the equal signs and the greater than signs is the code from the other branch you are trying to merge. The first step in resolving a conflict is to see which files are affected. Running the git status command in your terminal will show you a list of unmerged paths. These are the files that you need to fix. Next, open the conflicted file in your favorite code editor. You will clearly see the conflict markers that Git added. Your editor might even have special highlighting to help you spot the conflicting sections more easily. Now it is time to make a decision. You must choose which code to keep. You might keep your version, the other version, or a combination of both. The goal is to edit the file until it has the final code you want, and then you must delete all the conflict marker lines. After you have cleaned up the file and saved your changes, you need to let Git know that you have resolved the conflict. You do this by using the git add command, followed by the name of the file you just fixed. This tells Git that the file is ready to be committed. Once all conflicts are resolved and all the fixed files have been staged, you can finalize the merge. Simply run the git commit command. Git will often create a default commit message for you, which you can use to complete the process. To avoid merge conflicts in the future, it is a good practice to frequently update your branches with the latest changes from the main branch. Also, try to keep your feature branches short-lived and communicate with your team about which parts of the code you are working on.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.